Okay, thank you so much for having me here. I think any one of us who is here probably understands the meaning of solidarity. Solidarity means that we don't tell the Palestinian people what they should do, how they should strategize, what should be their policies. Anyone who knows the history of the Palestinian resistance movement know that they have tried everything. They tried non-violence resistance, armed resistance, BDS, everything, and they are successful because they are still here, they are still there in Palestine, and they haven't not as yet liberated Palestine. But today I think we all realize after the last year that Palestine needs us more than any time before. As a historian, I don't remember such a period in the history of modern Palestine. This is worse than the Nakba of 1948, and it's not yet the worst of what is going to happen. So we need to come out from here feeling that we are doing great job, great work, but definitely we must do much more if the genocide continues and it moves into the West Bank, and that Israel, or the current Israel, believes it has an historical opportunity to wipe out Palestine and the Palestinians. Israel of 2025 is led by people who believe that they have God behind them and want a global war, not just a regional war, because they think that this would be the beginning of a new period of a greater Israel, very much like they think happened centuries ago during the time of the Bible. This Israel needs the West like oxygen. Without the West, not only the United States, without France, without Germany, without Britain, without the United States, this Israel would not be able to fulfill its idea of destroying Palestine, erasing the Palestinians, and creating chaos in the Middle East as a whole. We should ask ourselves, how is it possible that millions, maybe even billions, of people in the world today demonstrate for Palestine, associate the struggle for Palestine with struggle for justice anywhere else in the world, social justice, ecological justice, economic justice? How come that this huge human movement is not able to change the politics of the governments that allow Israel to continue the genocide and planning the next stages in the genocide? The only force that can make this human capital into a powerful tool for change is the left. But the left has to work together with other forces and not to be stuck in old ideas and old position towards tradition, towards religion. We need a renovated left, a renewed left that can take all this human capital and turn it into a powerful movement that would force the government that sell arms to Israel, that provide Israel with diplomatic immunity, to change the policies even if they don't do it because they want, but because they have to, because otherwise they would not stay in power. But we have to believe that we can do it, because otherwise we won't be in a place like this. We are here once a year, I think for almost 100 years, because we believe that as people we have the power to change social policy, economic policy, foreign policy. Otherwise, why come here once a year if not for having this kind of belief in our power? And that belief has to translate, and I believe it will translate, into a powerful tool that would change the reality in Palestine. Because one thing is happening which has nothing to do with us, nothing to do with the BDS, and this is the collapse of the Zionist project from within. It's not working. For whatever reason, it's not working, it is collapsing. We have a rare historical opportunity to have a global view that asks for the liberation of Palestine as the most important social, economic, political, moral issue of our times. Thank you.